evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our poll tracker is right here with you. You've seen the numbers of the South, and welcome to this very special broadcast tonight where we are getting you the election poll tracker for the entire India. It's our news headquarters, it's our election news headquarters, and we tell you election results and numbers like nobody else. And with me is Jamrug this evening, and Jamrug is going to tell us where his numbers stack up from and what his numbers really do mean. So Jay is going to guide us through this entire broadcast this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen the numbers from the South. The South numbers are stacked up right at the bottom of your screens. NDA is at a 17, UPA at 71, and others at another 43. So the story from the South is UPA and the others. Where is NDA? But first, let's look at the East this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And the first numbers are coming up on the screens right here. And these numbers are going to tell us what's happening in West Bengal. 42 seats. And look at the seat share. This is 2014. The Congress was at 2. Now it's going to be at... I think we have the wrong numbers here. I think these are numbers from another state. This is Karnataka.
I'll just clarify the mist. This is 34 of the Trinamool last time. It goes down marginally, becomes 32. This is 2. Saffron. Go by the color. Saffron, BJP. Huge swing. It's become 9. The Congress was 4. It's going to be down to 1. What's essentially happening in Bengal is a lot of vote of the left and some vote of Trinamool, Navika, has come to the BJP.
Somebody's got carried away. This is not HD Kumaraswamy. This is actually Mamata Banerjee. Yes. We need to correct that graphics, and I hope the graphics are going to be corrected. There it is on our screens. We have the numbers: 32 for Mamata Banerjee, 1 for the UPA, and that's a Congress seat, and 9 is where the BJP is going to be. Huge gains for the BJP in West Bengal, which is why you've seen Amit Shah and and Mamata Banerjee locked in a battle there, right out there in West Bengal. And joining me this evening, let me get in. I'm getting in Abhishek Bagchi. He is a TMC supporter. Also with us this evening, Ashutosh Mishra and Sanjeev Srivastav. Sanjeev Srivastav, huge gains coming in. What's the takeaway? 13% gain in the vote share that could spring a saffron surge. That's the vote percent share, and
Absolutely.
That's really
it's
gone
up 17 to 30. It's got the threshold of winning seats, 30% votes.
9 seats for the BJP.
This is definitely a big leg up for BJP if these numbers come out true. And from what we saw in South, the numbers do look quite acceptable and believable. So, and the manner in which BJP has been building up in West Bengal and trying to polarize and mobilize their voters in the count, and how all the other votes are kind of going, it's just a 2-horse race there. So if the BJP comes up with this performance, because the big question is where do they make up for the loss in some states like UP. So perhaps some loss is being made up here if these numbers are right. Somebody like Jayanto who comes from there.
I want to give a caveat. This 30% incidentally tallies with all the vote shares of the BJP in the bypolls of Bengal and the local body elections. It's been around 30.
So, Mr. Abhishek Bagchi, yes, Mamata Banerjee is going strong. She's got 32 seats even this time around. But in an equation where you're looking at a third front, where you're looking at Mamata Didi to become the Prime Minister, if those are the kind of numbers you're looking at, 32 might just be a little bit of a setback because the BJP is making huge inroads. And the big takeaway is the left completely goes out. First time since 1977 to 2011, the left parties, the CPIM was ruling West Bengal. And now from 2011 to 2019, just look at the sharp decline. The left wiped out from West Bengal, wiped out from Tripura, only got one bastion in Kerala. Mr. Abhishek Bagchi, I want to ask you, is this also the warning signal for Mamata Banerjee?
So, Navika, thanks for asking the question. So, if you see, even if we assume that the vote survey is perfectly correct, So if we see that left votes are moving lock, stock and barrel to BJP, and the vote share of TMC is more or less intact. So the 9 seats is a bit on the upward side because there are multiple issues where people are knowing the facts. The fund share of the different projects like ICDAs and Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, those things have been reduced. Ayushman funds we are not getting. And out of that 30 lakh Bengali Hindus have been excluded in NRC. So these issues are burning questions, and we know that till the time the vote is actually cast in the EVM, these predictions are just predictions. But yeah, if it is a surge, we can't tell it is a surge, but it is a shift of the left vote to the BJP. And we have always told that there is an alliance between the left and the BJP. But the burning issues that
left
are there,
and the
which
BJP,
as
the
we go
left
in the
and the
full-blown
right,
campaigning
Joyanta
mode,
Ghoshal. I mean, if you've heard anything more bizarre than this, then please tell our viewers to now, Joyanta.
No, actually, you know, I am not very astonished with this figure because the politics of polarization is very strong in Bengal, and now it's a TMC versus BJP. The Congress and left completely evaporized in Bengal. So the vote share of the left and Congress, the anti-BJP vote, and for BJP it was the non-base area. And you just recall, after he becomes the president of the party, Amit Shah said that now we have to concentrate on the non-base area of our organization, and that is East and South. And that is I mean, the goal is to be pan-Indian. So now the polarization, we are not talking about communist and Congress in Bengal. So the fight is now between BJP and this figure, whether it is 9 or it is 10 or it is 11, this is a minor things. But it is true that the space, which is anti-TMC space district-wise, it is going to even the left.
That's right, and let me get in Mr. Suneet Chopra. Mr. Suneet Chopra, your politics is clearly being booted out of West Bengal. Once a strong bastion of the CPIM, a state that you've ruled undisputedly for almost 4 decades. Wipe out is what is being predicted by Jayamrog. Mr. Suneet Chopra, any lessons for the left parties, any lessons for Mr. Sitaram Yechuri, and any lessons about the blow-hot, blow-cold relationship between the Congress and the CPI? Because both of you are sinking. The entire anti-TMC space has been occupied by the BJP, Mr. Chopra.
You are giving me a long speech.
Okay, you give the speech, sir. Nobody is listening to you in Kolkata. Nobody is listening to you in West Bengal. So give the speech to our viewers tonight.
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. That's what's said. I would like to point out that it is not the left shifting to BJP. Rather, you saw in Tripura, the whole TMC became BJP. And now they are resigning from the BJP. In the same way, there is no such single unity in West Bengal. Until we can prove that such a unity will emerge, the left will definitely have a presence.
Mr. Chopra, your party is a cipher in Bengal.
I don't believe
0 seats projected by Jayamrog and the VMR Times Now poll tracker.
Sir, in the last Lok Sabha, sir, let me get some facts.
A major change in Bengal.
BJP's vote increase is
Sir, in the last
You
Lok
will
Sabha,
see a major
the
change in
CPM had
Bengal,
2,
and
of
also
which Mr.
local
Mohammad
body
Salim won
elections
narrowly.
Are nothing
You
to
think
tell
you're going to
about
improve on
the
that performance?
parliamentary election.
Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia,
Definitely.
good evening. Coming across to you. Big gains, not much happening for you in the south, but definitely West Bengal is a story that's catching on. Do you think there's going to be much of an advance that you're going to be making from now up until April or May, whenever the polling is held in West Bengal?
Navika, you are a terrific mind reader because yes, I do agree that we will be getting far more seats than what your survey is showing in West Bengal. And let me say this with some confidence that it is clear even from your survey that BJP has become the main party in West Bengal and it is challenging the TMC and the Mamata Banerjee government there. And the reason is very, very clear. that, you know, the appeasement and communal politics of Mamata Banerjee, the Bengalis, the people of West Bengal do not appreciate that. And we have all seen that against the misrule of Mamata Banerjee, it is the BJP. Amit Shah ji was there, and also our workers have been brutally murdered there. The issue of NRC, when Mamata Banerjee came out and said, somebody is speaking in between, I do not appreciate that. You know, we are at a remote location. I think at least we can extend the courtesy to hear each other and then speak.
With opposition, and the opposition voices are going to keep coming. But yes, you've read the facts on the ground as of now in West Bengal. And Gaurav Bhatia, while we are looking at the West Bengal story, there are two other important states in the east of India that you will definitely be looking at in terms of the arithmetic of the NDA in the Lok Sabha of 2019. So let's pull up Bihar and Jharkhand. Let's look at Bihar first. That's Bihar, 40 seats in Bihar, 30 was what the NDA tally was. It's going down to 25. So Nitish Kumar and Modi coming together, some rough edges in that alliance, 5-seat loss for the NDA there. The UPA goes up from 10 to 15. The entire loss of the NDA goes to the UPA. And of course, there is no other player left. So Lalu Prasad Yadav gaining from what we can say is somewhat of a sympathy vote. All the enforcement directorate, CBI cases against Lalu Prasad Yadav, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, counterproductive?
Navika, I completely disagree with this number again, because I think one hallmark of this government has been fight against corruption. And you know, Lalu Prasad Yadav has been convicted by the courts, and people in Bihar have stood with the leadership that the centre provides in Narendra Modi ji and Nitish Kumar. Both are symbolic of the development in the centre as well as in the state. And you know, I think even going by your numbers, we still, your survey is showing 25, but I am very hopeful that we'll cross the 30 mark, as it has been even in the earlier election. Second, I think there is a lot of, you know, friction between the RJD and the Congress, and where we have settled our seats, the JDU and the BJP, they have settled their seats, and we are coming together as a cohesive force.
Gaurav Bhatia, long explanations, long strategies. Look at the numbers, and let me get in both Mr. A.K. Bajpai, national spokesperson of the LJP, who's with us in our studios here, and Professor Naval Kishore Yadav, spokesperson of the RJD. Naval Kishore Yadav ji, clearly Lalu Prasad Yadav and Congress somewhere making the cocktail actually work for you in the Bihar elections. Do you think it's going to be the same results that we are putting out? 15 seats for the alliance?
No, I think you are not going to the point. You know, the whole of Bihar, after the mandate has been stolen by Nitish Kumar at the behest of BJP, the whole situation in Bihar has changed. Now the people have Bihar agreed to put BJP and NDA out of power, and in 2019 also you will find they will lose all the seats. They will not get more than 5 or 6 seats. That is what is our imagination, and you will see that all the by-elections after Nitish Kumar has gone back to NDA, they have lost. And you will find that after 2014,
Mr. Naval Kishore Yadav, let's also look at Jharkhand. The numbers from Jharkhand coming up next. And Jharkhand, what's the story? The BJP, the NDA alliance reduces from 12 to 6. That's a 50% loss. And the UPA goes from 2 to 8.
So the JMM, RJD, CPI, everybody put together, including Mr. Babulal Marandi, are putting a formidable challenge up to the BJP.
What's the plan B for the BJP going to be?
I do not know. They might just try and work hard and get Babulal Marandi, their old acolyte, back to them.
All right. So Jharkhand, the big takeaway clearly is that it is the Gathbandhan which is gaining, and it's hurting the BJP. And I want to get in Mr. Bajpai on this. Mr. Bajpai, story not quite working out in Bihar and Jharkhand?
As far as me is concerned, I think it's too early to say and go by these numbers, because reason I tell you, the entire survey and counting is depending on the caste combination theory. According to me, which is not work, because ultimately the people is concerned with the development agenda. So that will again come on the
Alright, development agenda. One more state coming in from the east, and that's the state of Odisha. That's going to be extremely important. Let's look at the Odisha numbers. And ladies and gentlemen, look at the bottom screen ticker, which gives you the numbers of the NDA alliance and the UPA. Look at the Odisha numbers. Oh, Naveen Patnaik is coming out from 20 to 8. NDA goes from 1 to 13.
Yeah.
That's a huge jump.
It's
and
almost
the Congress party
stays as it is.
non-existent,
Non-existent.
0-0.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, and I want to ask Mr. Ashutosh Mishra, Rahul Gandhi का मैजिक कहाँ गया? राफेल डील और रोज रोज जो चौकीदार चोर है, ओडिशा में तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. ये what are we seeing in Odisha? 19% vote share gain that is coming to the BJP alone. So BJP is becoming an opponent to Naveen Patnaik. Congress is nowhere to be seen.
अभी तक तो आपको दिखा नहीं राहुल गांधी का बिहार, झारखंड, साउथ, अभी नॉर्थ में जाएंगे तो वहां भी दिखेगा. वो जादू चल रहा है.
ओडिशा आपने मोदी जी के लिए छोड़ दिया है.
ओडिशा, द वोट इज अगेंस्ट नवीन पटनायक.
अच्छा, और अगेंस्ट में राहुल गांधी को मिलता नहीं है.
और उसमें अभी देखिए आप ना, वहां पे अभी तो वहां पे इट्स अ ग्रोइंग पार्टी. वहां पे उनका जो है जो प्रेसिडेंट है वो भी अभी नया है. अभी एक आध लोगों ने छोड़ के भी गए हैं.
ओडिशा, what's the story that you are seeing?
Actually, you know, you should not underestimate the BJP's strategy in Odisha for the last, I think, more than 2 years. Consistently sending Dharmendra Pradhan, then slowly this anti-incumbency, what he is also saying, that the anti-incumbency against Naveen Patnaik, but still Naveen Babu has a charisma, still, and that's why this result is also showing that. Yes. But this dip, again, Congress is the main loser.
Yes,
like West Bengal, Odisha is also,
the east of India
and
is
the BJP
up there.
is taking that
We've
space.
seen the story in West Bengal where there are huge gains for the BJP plus NDA alliance. BJP going up to 9 seats in West Bengal, in Odisha up to 13 seats. Bengal and Odisha under their belt. Bihar, there are minor losses. Jharkhand, there are losses for the BJP, more than making up in the states of Odisha and West Bengal. That's the story of the east. We still have the northeast coming up right after this very short break. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the south, of course, the NDA was at its vulnerable worst, but the east has given it a fillip. Now let's look at the northeast. Let's take a look at Assam numbers that are coming up on your screen. And ladies and gentlemen, 8 seats for the BJP plus that we are seeing, that's the NDA. We are seeing 3 seats for the Congress party, that is the UPA, and we are seeing 2 seats for the others. That's the Assam story. Assam, the citizenship seems to be, bill seems to be working for the BJP.
Yes, and what we observed when we went on the ground is that there was a consolidation of even the smaller parties like AGP losing their votes and going to the BJP as far as the national election is concerned.
Okay, so Jayanto Ghoshal, you know, I want to pick your brains on this one. The fact that the BJP is single-handedly and single-mindedly going after the citizenship bill, it's paying dividends for them.
It is beneficiary for Bengal and Tripura also. In Assam, maybe there is a reaction in AGP. AGP said that we will quit. But you know, in Silchar, again, it's a Kachar area, the reaction is different. So it's very interesting, and especially in Bengal, 70% Muslim vote. I think highest Muslim vote in this country.
30%.
Sorry, 30%. Yeah. 30%. So the 70% the population, non-Muslim population, BJP is targeting that percentage, and this citizenship issue. You look the speech of Amit Shah. He is concentrating on infiltration issue. Why? So again and again, concentrating on infiltration, citizenship issue. So this Hindu-Muslim political
Howsoever we
polarization.
describe it.
And earlier, you know, Sanjeev, very
The
funny.
central theme remains polarization.
Yeah.
Across
No, but one thing, Sanjeev, I just want to add one
not
sentence.
entirely BJP to be blamed.
No, Navika,
TMC is to be blamed.
No, one thing I just want to add, Sanjeev,
one-line
that
tag.
one thing that in Bengal, I have seen donkey's years, that the Bengali Bhadralok community, so-called this upper middle class,
Jisse aap
actually
hai.
they were sorry, actually they were very reluctant to be seen as a pro-BJP. All this is Sama Prasad Mukherjee state, but Bengali has a typical secular mindset and the influence of the left liberal for several years.
Where is
But
the left now? It's changing.
Yeah,
It's
Navika.
changing.
Now
You
the
can correct me on
Bhadralok
this.
community,
Well, TMC
publicly,
is the new
when
left.
Mohan Bhagavat
TMC is the
visited
new left.
Calcutta,
You said the billion dollar
Mohan
statement.
Bhagavat
TMC is
visited
the
all the
new left, and
intellectuals,
let's
met
look
him.
at the other 11
Navika,
seats
just
that
one
come
point.
up. I'm coming to you. I'm looking
Bengali
at the other
intellectuals are
11
meeting
seats
Mohan
that
Bhagavat
come in the
publicly now.
northeast. Where are these coming from? 11 more seats that are left.
Navika,
Out of
give us
these
some
11, there are 9 seats that go to the NDA, 1 to the UPA. That's it. 9 to the NDA. So 9 plus 8, the NDA gets 17 out of the 25 in the northeast, you know, between Assam and the other states. Mr. Ashutosh Mishra, Congress kahan hai?
So, two things. First of all, we were talking about Bengal. So, in Bengal, earlier the Hindus used to vote for Communist Party. That's how the Congress started losing vote share, because it was seen as pro-Muslim, and Hindus voted for Communist Party. Now that vote is shifting to BJP. That's what he is saying. I don't know about Northeast, because just yesterday we had this news that 10 Northeastern parties have said that they will not be a part of NDA. So maybe this is before that. This citizenship bill is going against BJP in Northeast.
Well, Mr. Pawan Verma joining the show. Mr. Pawan Verma, a bit of a setback in Bihar, but overall the East and the Northeast story really picking it up for the NDA. Look at the numbers. When we started the show, the South numbers were on. It was 17 for the NDA. They picked up 70 seats in the East and the Northeast. Mr. Pawan Verma, do you see a story there?
Well, I think in Bihar, at least I can say that we will be more or less sweeping the state, the NDA. The BJP, the JDU and Mr. Ramvilas Paswan's party. We should get a comfortable and a sizable chunk of the 40 seats, anywhere around 30 or above. And the reasons for it are very obvious. The opposition is in disarray. Rhetoric cannot match the grassroots cadre organization on the ground. Yes, the Yadav vote will go perhaps to the opposing side and some of the Muslim vote, but the rest of the votes, and largely I think it's the brand Nitish Kumar, on whichever side he has been, it has traditionally won the elections handsomely.
But Mr.
So,
Pawan
I
Verma,
think
but
that
Mr.
in
Pawan
Bihar,
Verma, as per
we have
this
a
poll
comfortable
tracker,
situation.
Mr. Pawan Verma, if I can just come in there, as per this poll tracker, 30 was the seat share if you put the Nitish Kumar and the BJP of the 2017 together. Now the combination together, the marriage between JDU and BJP once again is actually coming down, bringing that tally down to from 30 to 25. Do you think people are having questions in their mind about Nitish Kumar walking out, as the RJD spokesperson just said, that this is an alliance that's put in a government by stealing the mandate of the people? Is that going to be counterproductive?
Not at all. I think that is all rhetoric of the past. Mr. Nitish Kumar's administrative acumen and his transformative profile in Bihar is such that when you look for a leader to lead the state or to be the leader for whom you vote for, it is undoubtedly Mr. Nitish Kumar. I mean, there is no doubt in the mind of the voter. The options and the alternatives don't exist. And so the combination of the JDU and the BJP, as in the past, when we were together in the past, along with Mr. Ramvilas Paswan, as together they constitute a winning entity. And I don't think there is any erosion in the number of seats. If anything, the seats will go up, as there is a complete disarray in the manner in which the seats are distributed among the opposition parties there. There is no unanimity there, and we have yet to see clarity or light at the end of the tunnel. So the voter is more and more convinced that the only option is a strong mandate for the NDA led by Mr. Nitish Kumar in Bihar.
Well, fair point. Shekhar Iyer and Mr. Rajagopalan here. Mr. Rajagopalan, South hasn't really helped despite your support to the NDA. Not too many seats coming from the South, but the East and the Northeast showing positive signs for
Navika,
Modi.
the poll tracker indicates, apart from the number crunching, apart from the 12 states, whatever you have discussed, one thing is important now. Every day, if Mr. Rahul Gandhi is going to speak one lie, Congress will be losing one state. That is going to be the formula now. Let him speak more lies. Now that poll tracker, next time when we meet, you are going to see the way in which it goes, the BJP will cross minimum of 270.
Shekhar Iyer, you agree with that analysis?
Well, I see the South was in any case not BJP's great shape, but in terms of what you are projecting in Bengal, Bihar, and even Jharkhand, I think they are very close to the ground situation. And Odisha, I think, is quite a rosy picture for BJP, but I think Naveen would still battle it out, though BJP is putting in a lot of efforts. Of course, Congress has been unable to set its house in order in Odisha. That has been there for almost now, I would say, for almost 20 years, because...
But overall, I just want to ask one question. At this stage, when we've seen the South, the East and the Northeast, Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, what do you think? Is it thumbs up for Rahul Gandhi, or is it Narendra Modi still holding the cards close to his chest?
See, there is definitely some gain for the Congress party, but the problem of Congress is that if in states like Odisha and West Bengal, they are ceding the opposition space to the BJP, then it really doesn't augur well for them in terms of getting to the pole position post-poll.
Well,
so that's the problem which the Congress has to tackle.
Well, that's the problem, and the next states that are coming up, important states, and ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want you to tighten your seat belts, because the west of the country is coming up, and we're going to go across back to the board here, and let's look at Maharashtra, because that's where the big story is coming in from. Maharashtra, can we see the numbers of Maharashtra? That's the state where there are daily rumblings between the Shiv Sena and the BJP. Is it impacting them? Oh no! The NDA is going up from 42 to 43. Consolidating, and this NDA is Shiv Sena and the BJP together. That's the question that you've asked. And look at the Congress party, from 6 down to 5. That's the story of Maharashtra. And what's the takeaway, ladies and gentlemen? Maharashtra set to be the BJP's Uttar Pradesh in the left, and that's the best story. This is going to be the BJP's Uttar Pradesh in the west, and huge gains.
This has happened primarily on the back of a very politically proactive administration of the Chief Minister. They've worked schemes on schemes, they've gone consolidated the ground, they have taken care that even a panchayat election is fought in the party symbol. The Congress is now truncated to its strongholds, in around Nanded and around Baramati. Over rest of the state, the BJP Shiv Sena alliance, primarily driven by the BJP.
What if there's no alliance? Given the muscle flexing that happens every single day between the Shiv Sena and the BJP, could this story change?
After this poll, Sena will rush to do an alliance. In any case, I think Uddhav Thackeray has
they have more or less made up their mind. But if there is no alliance, still the BJP would be up trumps with 30 or 32.
Navika, more than that, Mr. Manohar Parrikar is more admired in Maharashtra. Today, after his letter to Rahul Gandhi, that number will be 44.
43 to 44. One more seat of Parrikar coming in.
Because Parrikar has got more, the part of followers
the
in Maharashtra.
Congress number
and moreover, Rahul Gandhi has been exposed thoroughly.
Of the vote shares, and this is an unprecedented vote share that we are going to be seeing in Maharashtra. The NDA alliance is going to get, that's That's the vote share on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. 51 point, in fact, it's going up to 53.5, up from 51.3 in the last elections. And while the UP is making gains 34 to 40, not converting enough.
There's a huge 13% gap in between.
But they're not converting enough. Mr. Clyde Crasto, trouble? If you are backing a sinking horse, what does it mean for you?
Ignoring the agrarian
Navika,
in Maharashtra.
Yes, Mr. Crasto.
is there a question for me or someone? No. Your survey shows 43.
Yes, go on.
Can you hear me, Navika? Because I'm getting all kinds of voices on my
No, we are hearing
See, what
you.
I'm trying to tell you here is that you were showing 43 seats. We are showing 43 seats here. I mean, it sounds hilarious because I'm sure I'll be back on your channel when the results come out, and I'm going to actually pin you down on this one, because 43 is not the number that they're going to definitely get. Because you look at every day what is happening between the Shiv Sena and BJP. I don't see any way they're going together in these elections. Every day they come up with something new, and the BJP is gone to say that
asking them that they're going together.
Challenge karega to hum patak denge. This is.
See, this was polled
So
asking
this is
the
going to go
respondents
on.
that
I
they are
don't see
together.
any chance for them coming together. And you talk about 43 seats. It's not possible. Absolutely not possible.
It's not possible, Gaurav Bhatia. It's not possible, says Mr. Clyde Crasto. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, do you think it's time to be a little humble with your alliance partners? Because Shiv Sena and the BJP have been slugging it out in the open. Do you think it's time to be a little more accommodating? Because this combination seems to be working for you on the ground in Maharashtra. Do you want to jeopardize this because of your ego issues?
Navika, first of all, there is no ego issue. I think the same kind of speculations were also made when it came to the alliance in Bihar. And we all saw that the JDU and the LJP are with the BJP, and it's a relationship of mutual respect. We have a very dynamic leader in Devendra Fadnavis ji, coupled with the fact that Narendra Modi ji will be the future Prime Minister, because people of the country will be electing a Majboot Sarkar. They do not want a Majboot Sarkar. And let me share a fact with you, that out of the 20 seats that Shiv Sena contested last time, they won 18 of them. Yes. So even Shiv Sena is aware that they should be part of the alliance.
Both sides
and
sticking to their guns. Well, stand by. I have Gujarat numbers coming in.
One small point on Maharashtra. Maharashtra, RSS leader from Maharashtra, who is also a farmer leader, has said that they should not make Modi the Prime Minister, only then they will vote for
आप
it.
देखिए, सपने देखने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, सपने देखने में कोई बुराई नहीं है,
RSS
और ये गुजरात नंबर्स हैं हमारे पास. गुजरात में BJP had 26 on 26 in 2014. Anti-incumbency means 24 on 26. And the Congress, huge gains, came so close in the assembly elections, getting 2. That's nearly 200% more than the 0 they got last time. So, Mr. Ashutosh Mishra, 200% gain for the Congress party. Would you like to celebrate that?
I would like to celebrate 200% also, and I would also like to celebrate the fact that you are showing that Congress is making gains.
Okay.
And I am sure that unlike the state elections, this time Mr. Modi will not have an issue on which he can cry and try to get votes. There will be no sympathy votes this time. Where a mistranslation of a Hindi word was used to get votes. It's not going to happen this time.
Well, Mr. Rajgopal, if Manish Shankar Iyer comes, you think the gains...
Yeah, Manish Shankar Iyer got BJP there. Otherwise, why should this Manish Shankar Iyer blabber like that?
Congress
He's a loose mouth. He's a motor mouth.
All right, Mr. Sandeep
Manish Shankar Iyer is an embodiment of Rahul Gandhi.
Do you think the Congress would have expected to do better in Gujarat than this currently shows?
Well, if they were not expecting to do better than this, then I am surprised why are they contesting elections at all. They should be expecting more seats. But the problem with Gujarat is that when they were sure that they are electing someone other than Narendra Modi as Chief Minister, it became a close fight. Now when the Gujaratis know that they will be voting to elect Prime Minister Modi again as Prime Minister, but I still think in Maharashtra and Gujarat, the Congress may do better than what this poll suggests.
Okay.
All
But
right.
not-
All right. But
not
let's look at
much
the vote
better.
share. What he's saying, what Sanjeev Srivastava is saying, can be borne out probably by the
It's
vote
there in the
share.
vote share, yeah.
The vote share picture actually shows you.
It
there
shows
it
the
is.
decline.
The
The vote
vote
share
share,
picture
there
showing
is a
the
decline from 59% to 52% for the BJP and from 32% to 39% for the Congress. Do you think there could be what Sanjeev Srivastava is saying?
Yeah.
A bit of a further improvement for the Congress and a bit of a dip for the BJP?
I'll go state by state. Here, okay, if the Congress adds 2 to 3 percentage points, it can take 2 more seats. That is possible. In Maharashtra, even a municipal and a Zilla Parishad poll has shown the BJP streets ahead, and they've gone streets ahead of the Shiv Sena itself. So the alliance together, still I believe it's a new era in Maharashtra. It's no longer going to be a Congress stronghold.
All right, those are the vote share numbers in Maharashtra as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the
Maharashtra is a
BJP
change.
gaining vote share in Maharashtra, but in Gujarat dipping a bit in vote share. However, it's only a loss of 2 seats that we are seeing for the BJP in Gujarat as of now. Look at the numbers at the bottom of your screen. That's the saffron surge. 154 for the NDA, 106 for the UPA, 87 for the others. Is the story with Narendra Modi, or is it the cocktail of the others that's going to come together? We take a short break. When we come back, we'll also look at Goa and some of the union territories in that region. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at the numbers from the east and the west and the northeast, and look at those numbers at the bottom of your screen. The NDA now at 154, UPA at 106, others at 87. That's the tally that we are getting, and let me get in Mr. Abdul Razak Khan into this debate. Mr. Abdul Razak Khan, the NDA making some losses but huge gains in areas where they've never been before, like Odisha, like West Bengal. What do you think, Mr. Abdul Razak Khan? Before I come to you, let's look at Goa. Let's look at the numbers in Goa and the union territories. Those numbers right there on your screen. 2 seats in Goa, 1 goes to the UPA, 1 to the NDA, evenly split between the 2. And let's look at Dadar, Daman, Diu. Those are the seats that are coming up from those union territories. That's also going to the UPA. It's not going to the NDA. So this is going to the NDA. So that's the number that's coming up for you, Mr. Abdul Razak Khan. Rahul Gandhi is not able to really establish foothold in the areas where the Congress was the option of the regional party. Now, in West Bengal, in Odisha, it's actually the BJPs that's becoming the alternative to the ruling regional party. Where does that leave Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Abdul Razak Khan?
Navika, at this point, all that I would like to say is this is just a projection which will not yield any fruit. Just by giving an award to the former president, you cannot expect West Bengal votes. You have not done anything in the favor of West Bengal that the people of West Bengal will vote for you. When it comes to BJP, it has failed on its promises, and the people of this country will not vote BJP again. Now, for that reason, the BJP is trying to go to new states, take alliances from new parties, and it is entrusting its allies to go ahead and talk to Mayawati ji, like Ramdas Atawale requesting Mayawati. I would say, in the fact, begging Mayawati ji to please come back to BJP types. Now, one more thing I would like to bring to your notice. The Prime Minister himself said in the strategy meet that the Modi magic will not work this time. It is up to you cadres to not depend on Modi magic. So please go ahead, you cadres, do something by yourself.
Who said that? Were you present in that meeting, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia? ये कौन सी मीटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं अब्दुल रज़ाक खान, जहां वो थे और आप नहीं थे?
पता नहीं कौन सी मीटिंग है, शायद अलग से अब्दुल रज़ाक खान जी के साथ किसी और की हुई। वो कांग्रेस में एक जो मोदी जी का डुप्लीकेट है ना, उनके साथ हुई होगी।
ये कौन सी मीटिंग है जहां आप नहीं थे और अब्दुल रज़ाक खान साहब थे?
completely depend on me. He said that.
Okay, all right. Allow Gaurav Bhatia to respond.
Navika, in your survey, one thing is clear that when we are retaining the important states like Gujarat, Maharashtra and others, we are also making a very strong inroads into states like West Bengal, Odisha, and even in Northeast we are doing very well. It clearly shows that Narendra Modi ji has done a lot of development work, and it is now paying dividends to the BJP and the NDA. And I, sometimes pity my opposition panelists when all that they have to say is that in West Bengal also they want to blame the BJP. Whereas in West Bengal, we all know how communal politics has been at its peak. NRC implementation, which was taking place by the BJP government, which Supreme Court was monitoring, Mamata Banerjee came out to say there will be a civil war, there will be bloodbath. And the citizenship bill that has been introduced, it is clear from the numbers from Assam that it is helping the BJP because people in our country do not want illegal immigrants entering our country and eating into the resources. And therefore, in West Bengal, in the Northeast, it will pay rich dividends to the BJP, as it is clear from your survey as well.
Well, Mr. Pawan Verma, I want to ask you, what are the takeaways that you see from this West and East story that we are putting out here on our poll tracker, Mr. Pawan Verma? Maharashtra, Gujarat virtually intact, and huge gains in West Bengal as well as in Odisha, a slight setback in Bihar and Jharkhand. How do you see the overall picture for the NDA at the moment?
I think the NDA is in a lead position, but I think it is Chanakyan politics never to underestimate the opposition. It's only fair to assume that after 4.5 years of being in power, there will be an erosion of seats, some anti-incumbency will prevail.
Yeah, it is only
and
the
in states on which you have given
vote.
Once again a near saturation.
The people are not fooled to vote for opportunist leaders of this country. They will not certify the illegitimate marriage of BJP and JDU in Bihar.
Let me finish, sir. Let me finish, sir. Let's have some courtesy on this program.
And then I will come to you.
Let me just finish.
1.5
me finish.
They will not forget BJP and JDU anymore.
If we can teach some manners to this gentleman, it may be good for.
इतनी देर उनके साथ रहे बिहार में, आपको सिखाना चाहिए था, आपने हमारे ऊपर क्यों डाल दिया सर? आप बिहार में इतनी देर हाथ पकड़ के उनके साथ चले,
बोलेंगे तो मैं नहीं
अब आप कह रहे हैं कि हम उन्हें सिखाएं, आप सिखा दीजिए ना सर.
And if you don't, people will teach you a lesson. You should say something which is near about fact. Don't just lie on the screen.
Naval Kishore Yadav ji, माना लालू प्रसाद यादव की पार्टी को अभी भी वोट मिल रहे हैं, पर बोलने का मौका तो दें.
You don't question also. You don't remind them.
बोलने का मौका दें. पवन वर्मा जी बोल रहे हैं, 1 मिनट.
शिष्टाचार सीखिए.
Marriage which happened in Bihar, and what are you talking? What kind of governance is there in Bihar? What is this kind of assessment that you are doing? You are trying to act as a sponsor of the government, nothing else. We don't believe in this kind of survey.
Don't project your party.
अरे आपकी पार्टी इतनी बदतमीजी करती है, जनादेश को धोखा देती है.
Ladies and gentlemen, battleground Bihar right here in our studios. It's JDU versus RJD playing out just as the numbers on the poll tracker are coming in from Bihar and Jharkhand. Mr. Pawan Verma urging for Shishtachar. Well, will Shishtachar return to politics in the run-up to the 2019 elections? We don't quite know. But ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because at 8 o'clock, you'll have the Hindi Heartland story. States of Uttar Pradesh, that holds the key to the elections of 2019. Coming up with Rahul Shiv Shankar. Also coming up, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and the story of the Hindi Heartland. Just stay tuned because the numbers are just hotting up. We'll take a short break. Back soon with the Hindi Heartland.